Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. This video is about IW, or information warfare. We're going to talk today about censorship, propaganda, fake news, stuff like that. What's out there, what's going on, what we can do about it, all those kind of things. So, information warfare. We all know what's going on in our country right now. Propaganda. Every source out there, everything that anybody's talking about has an agenda. Whether it's a left-wing agenda, right-wing agenda, everybody has an agenda, of course. I get it. And there's a lot of fake news out there. It is very difficult today, in today's world, to determine what is real and what isn't real. Now, okay, yeah, MSM or MSN, oh my gosh, CNN, there you go. I don't even watch it. Of course not. CNN, sources like that, obviously, we know that they're skewed to the left. We know that Fox News is a little more on the right, although they're not really that good either. So, what sources are there out there? There are some sources. Yeah, you guys probably know of where you go to get news, but a lot of those some of them are very conspiratorial. Not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying, they're a little out there. But anyway, I digressed. There is a Marxist agenda in this country and socialist agenda to take over our country. We see it. We hear it from members of our own Congress talking about, self-avowed socialists and how, they want to dissolve the constitutional republic and bring about a socialist nation. Yeah. But there's agendas on both sides. Just for example, the other day I was on Twitter and I saw this one. It was, somebody posted up, oh my gosh, look what Antifa's doing now. They're starting fires using these drones. And it was a footage of a drone shooting out a flame-throwing drone, basically, to start forest fires. But if you actually use your brain and looked at the video, you could see that this drone was shooting out fire. It's like this jelly type stuff that's on fire, so it catches really, really well and stuff like that. It was right alongside this road. It looked like a highway or something. And in the distance, you could see a fire up over like the next hill. So what that was, those drones are used by Forest Service and firefighters to backburn. Yeah, they were starting a fire at that road, so because it starts small and it builds bigger, right? Okay, yes, so it starts next to the road. It's not big enough to cross the road yet. So we know that road itself is already a safety zone. Okay? Then it burns towards the other flame, the other fire. When they meet, they run out of fuel. Bam! Fire goes out. It's a firefighting technique. It's not Antifa up there trying to start more fires. I'm not saying they're not trying to start more fires. But that was not Antifa starting fires. So please, as intelligent-minded, whatever your other viewpoints are, as an intelligent person, call out things that are wrong, even if there are people on your side. If they're fake, point them out. Fix them, correct them. Fake news is not good in any stretch of the imagination, on either side. So call them out. That's what we need to be doing out there on social media. Calling people out. And you can do it because you agree with this person at 99% of everything. So don't be rude to them, of course, because you're a follower of them, they're a follower of you, whatever. They're a good person. They're just retweeting something or something they saw, somewhere that they thought was true. They're just incorrect, misinformed, something like that. So be polite about it. be courteous. Just point out the fact that actually that's footage of a backburn drone used by the Forest Service or firefighters, stuff like that. So, and tell them why. Explain it to them respectfully. And we need to be out there calling out complete falsehoods, no matter what side they're on, especially on the other side, on the people that, I do that all the time, people I don't agree with. That is where a lot of the battlegrounds of today are happening and will happen, even if it gets ugly on the ground and we go into pew-pew stuff. Even if that's still going on, we're still going to have the information war going on also. We have to win not only the pew-pew war, but we have to win the information war also. We're losing the information war big time because mainstream media and the left owns so much of the media sources. All the fake news out there. But anyway, yeah, their agenda is censorship. We see that all the time. Speaking of censorship, if you guys are subscribed to my channel and you like my content and you want to continue being subscribed and stuff like that, check back often to make sure you're still subscribed. YouTube screws with my subscribers all the time, just like any other channel that's prepper related, conservative, anything like that. They unsubscribe people all the time, so you probably have to resubscribe every once in a while. Also ring the bell notification thing that lets you know if I put out new videos. I hear comments all the time of people saying, I haven't seen a video of yours show on my feed for a long time, for like a week or so. And we're like, we know you put out 2 videos a day, which I do. I put out a prep of the day and a video and a Patreon video. So I actually put out 3 videos a day. At least 1 per day on Patreon. So yeah, if you're not, also that's another thing. If you're not seeing videos every day from me, then you're missing them. Just click on my link, go to under videos, and you'll see them. They'll be there. They're not making them disappear completely. They just don't post them up in people's feeds. And I know I'm not plugging myself. This is talking about this whole censorship thing. A lot of other channels I know run into the same issues. And it's usually around when you're hitting a new 1,000 mark. It really slows down when you get around, like when I got around 12,800-ish. Really was tough. Get up, hit that 13,000. It's like, but now they're still screwing me. Trying to get this next 200 here has been difficult also. So now it'll probably slack off for a little bit. I'll pick up. I notice these trends, and some of the trends may be people, but I'm putting out good quality content, I feel, and it happens. I'm just throwing it out there. Like I said, I'm not plugging the channel. I'm telling you guys about censorship and about how this works. Also keywords, they key off of because they just don't want us to be empowered. They don't want you to be empowered, to have knowledge and to know the truth. They're trying to shut things down. I mean, they admit it publicly all the time. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all these different social media places, on purpose, shut down conservative viewpoints. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse until Democrat election day, which is November 4th. So pass on to all your Democrat friends out there to make sure, if they hate Trump, make sure they vote on November 4th. Okay? Anyway, yes, mainstream media is bad. They're a big problem. They have an agenda, and their agenda is socialism, Marxism, liberalism, progressivism, whatever, all those isms. Definitely not conservative, definitely not constitutional. They don't like us. We're deplorables, remember? Whether you're voting for Trump or not, whether you like Trump or not. I don't really, morally I have some issues with him. But anyway, I'm not going to go into that. I am but definitely not voting for Biden, that's for sure. So what can we do about all this? We know about this. We see it all the time in our lives. So what can we do as patriots to try to do our part? You can search out the truth is a big thing. Do research on your own. Information is just that. It's just that. That's information. Intelligence is information that's been verified. That is true knowledge. Intelligence is truth. That's what you want. Now, okay, yes, intelligence can be bad, but it's supposed to be, verified and stuff like that. Anyway, you guys get what I mean. Yeah, just do your due diligence. Look into things. If you read something that I'm like, well, that doesn't sound 100% right. I'm going to look into that. Whether it's your side or the other side. Look into it. Do some research. Check it out. Point it out. Call it out if it's not right. Yeah, so verify. And if you need to, debunk it. Debunk it out there. The more people pointing out the truth to others is important. Yeah, and man, there's just everything. I'm on Twitter usually during the day at work because I can't be on YouTube, I can't be on Patreon, I can't be on Instagram. All these things are shut down for me. So Instagram is like or Twitter is the only thing I can get on at work. So unfortunately, I'm there. Trying to do the good work there and trying to, teach people preparedness there, as well as spreading truth and debunking things, that kind of stuff. Fighting the good fight as a cyber warrior during the day while I'm at work, because I can't be out doing the things. Yeah, challenge others with facts. Call them out. Make sure that you're pointing out facts. Also, if you have a chance to engage with liberals, with Marxists, stuff like that, most of the time they will not listen to you. No matter what you say, they just won't listen. They'll shut you down. They'll just scream at you because you don't agree with them, that you're a Nazi, that you're a racist. That's their MO. That's all they know how to do. You call them out, you ask them questions. Well, what has Joe Biden done? What has he accomplished in 47 years in office? What has he accomplished? If somebody was in office for, not me, if somebody's in office for 47 years and they're running for president, oh my gosh, they should be able to go on for hours and hours and hours about, I did this, I formulated that, I brokered this, I did that. They should be able to go on hours about everything they did since they've been in office. He can't do anything except for attack Donald Trump just because he doesn't like him and spew out lies about Donald Trump. It's pathetic. And I mean, that's only when he can formulate a complete sentence. He has dementia. He is whacked. He is not the presidential candidate. Kamala Harris is the presidential candidate. I know people say, well, they even said it today because she said the Harris-Biden ticket, and he said it. Both of them said it today. I don't know if that was a Freudian slip. I guess it really wouldn't be a Freudian slip. It's the truth. Because we all know that if that ticket gets elected, which God forbid it does, then we all know who's going to be the actual president and who's going to just be living in the basement on life support systems, taking his anti-dementia medication. Yeah, we get it. But anyway, we need to be out there fighting the good fight. There are truths out there we need to make known. The truth about COVID. And I know we all have different truths about it. But we all know, I'm pretty sure that everybody here knows that it's not as bad of a thing as they're trying to make it. It is bad. Yes, there are threats. I am the husband of a compromised immune system woman. My wife has a compromised immune system. She has lupus. She can be killed by coronavirus. It is a real threat to her. That is a real, actual, viable threat. But the flu could kill her also. We have normal measures we always take. We always sanitize. We always have proper, we always wash our hands. We always do these things, even before. We just do them, we just continue them now. Anyway, enough about that. The Black Lives Matter truth. Not the popularist movement, but the truth behind it. The truth, the hands up, don't shoot, was a lie. That was so fake, that's been so debunked. That guy, that whole situation was a completely justified shoot. There is no justification behind protesting that. Okay, that was bullcrap. And the founders of Black Lives Matter, the organization, the Incorporated, Black Lives Matter Incorporated, are self-avowed Marxist. It is a Marxist organization with the goal of a Marxist overthrow of the U.S. government. Period. That it is what it is. They should be labeled as a terrorist organization. Now, I know a lot of people out there would argue with me about that because they are followers of what they feel to be Black Lives Matter. But that's not Black Lives Matter. And they won't listen to the fact that when these shoots are justified, like yesterday, the day before, whatever, the guy in Pennsylvania that charged the cop and he had a split-second reaction time to shoot him. This guy charging him with a knife that's already been known several other times to attack and stab people. Seriously? First of all, if you've never been in a combat situation or a law enforcement situation, shut the F up. I'm sorry for yelling. You guys, whoever's out there talking crap about and judging a law enforcement officer for what he does in a crisis situation, you don't know crap about what it's like to be in a crisis situation. So unless you've been in that situation, unless you know what it's like, shut up. Okay? You have no room to talk. You have never been in a high-threat environment. You don't know what it's like when people are coming after you, trying to kill you. Okay? I'm not saying all cop just shoots are justified. Some are wrong, completely. And I fully support the prosecution and jail time, death sentence, whatever comes of it, that the judicial system feels necessary for a non-justified shoot, a murder. Get it. Roger that. But these people, they didn't even wait for any information. They just started rioting and looting and burning and stuff. Attacking the police station. That is so idiotic. Jumping the gun just because it's a black man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he was doing. It doesn't matter anything. If a black person is shot by a police officer, it doesn't matter the color of the police officer, it doesn't matter the circumstances, it doesn't matter at all anything. They are going to riot, they are going to loot, and they are going to burn. Just because they can. But Pennsylvania did a good job. You know what they did? They looked up video footage, and they went and they rounded those people up and arrested them. Hoo-yah! They set the example of what Seattle and Portland and places like that are not doing. They are failing at that. Even if they get arrested, they just release them the next day. No, they're not releasing them, and they're charging them. Hoo-yah, Pennsylvania. So yeah, we need to be dispelling the falsehoods behind their narrative. The falsehoods behind Black Lives Matter. The falsehoods and what Antifa actually stands for. What does Antifa actually stand for? What are they trying to accomplish? Who are they? And the truth about the wildfires. Are the wildfires caused by climate change? No, they're not. They are caused by, and I may not know, I'm not saying I know everything. This is what they're caused by, though. They are caused by improper forest management practices, okay, in liberal states that are afraid to cut down trees and manage forests properly because, we may hurt an owl or a worm may die or something stupid like that. So instead, they don't properly manage the forest, and then what happens? Then the entire forest burns down, all the animals die, all the trees get burnt, and the entire thing is destroyed. Gee, that makes sense. Oh my gosh, people are so stupid, and the people that buy into the fact that climate change is causing wildfires are retarded. California, or PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric, their power lines that haven't been replaced since the 60s and haven't had any maintenance done on them are sparking. Yeah, because they don't do proper maintenance on them. Seriously? And we have people taking advantage of the situation. They may be Antifa starting fires. They may just be crazy people that are arsonists out there starting fires. We know for a fact that people are out there starting fires. It may be Black Lives Matter. It may be Antifa. It may just be arsons. Or it may just be wackos. We don't know exactly. I have not heard a verified truth that an actual Antifa member started a wildfire. Although it's probably likely, it's very probable. But anyway, we need to be out there combating fake news. We need to be out there fighting cyber warfare, information warfare. We need to be doing all the other things also. And be ready for a fight if chaos happens. It's just getting worse and worse and worse every single day. It's getting crazy in this country. I never thought I'd see times like this in this nation. I mean, I've seen stuff like this in other countries. Yeah, in war zones and stuff. Yeah, I get it. I just never thought I'd see it here. So anyway, please try to stay positive. I know it's difficult. Fight the good fight. Prep a little every day. And make prepping fun. Try to make it fun. Or you're going to get burned out and overburdened. And try to get good sleep every night. I know it's a stressful time to live in. I get it. But do your best. Eat healthy, exercise, drink lots of water, take care of yourselves, please. I care about you guys. Seriously, I want you guys to be in the asset column, not the liability column. I love you guys and blessings to you and yours.